Hello everyone, I'm Havoc and this is Factorio Space Exploration Plus. We are back at it again today. I'm over here at our rocket loading area. We've got stuff going on and I have added some make sure I don't get run over by a train. I have added some new stuff over here, including vulcanite blocks, which, oh wow, okay, so I have a rocket's worth ready to go into space now. That's awesome. So I have been working on some things and getting progress made. You'll probably notice all of this slowly expanding over here. I've dropped down little bitty radar areas and on these little islands where they're kind of standalone. They gather power during the day, store it, and then have some radars. Their only real function is to spot out nests, and then the ion cannon should blast them. Can I click? No, I'm too far away. Oh, wait, no, that worked. Wait a minute. Is that... No, it's not going to blow this up. Good. Oh, that's perfect. I love it. You know, let's drop one right over there. I don't remember being able to do this. I thought I had to physically be there, but it may simply be... Yeah, you can't click off where you don't have radar vision, but interesting. Yeah, they're just like right there. I didn't do that one, but the radar pinged that nest, and that nest no longer exists. And I am going to be expanding to take over this area. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this exactly. I've got to come up with a good idea for a new and improved wall, because this one's great, but I think I'm going to have to link it to my main power, and then also I need to come up with a way to rearm it, right? Look at all this. I've been running to these walls like a goofball for a long time and throwing ammo in them when I could have had a train going around and unloading ammo and flamethrower fuel and stuff, and I need to do that. But before I do that, I want to expand my influence here before I worry about that. So there's been a few things that I've been working on. If we come up here to my core uh, mining drills, yes, core mining drills, you'll see they're working. And they're working because I'm actually taking the stuff and using it now. Of course, not the uranium because there's such a tiny trickle, it'll take a long time for that to fill up. But I'm taking the stone and it's going down to our processing area for stone, right? So some of these trains right here are trains that get filled up at the core mining drills area, and then they go fill that. I've got the vulcanite block. The only place that's really going right now is to the space loading area. The copper ore is going to our copper smelting, iron to our iron smelting, plastic. I don't have a route for this one yet, and then sulfur, I don't have a route. Sulfur, I know this is probably going to go directly into space because I need sulfur in space. So I might as well have that one just load straight up into a rocket and ship into space. The plastic, I also know that I'll be feeding my red circuits with some of this plastic, and then I'll also have to build a dedicated plastic facility because this is a slow trickle. Like, I mean, you look at it, it's a slow trickle. It's not doing a ton. It builds up over time, and it also gives me vulcanite essentially for free, only for power, and I've got the power, so this is running. I've got this operational. It took me way too long, but I finally got around to doing it. I have set up moving lots of things. I've added extra trains in, so we have resources flowing in new areas, and I am trying to get our iron and copper really cleaned up down here. I know once I get the red circuit built over here and blue circuits all built over here and being processed, that it's going to start chewing through some copper, and so that should get rid of this little bit, and I can add the extra smelters in. But today's focus, speaking of getting the red and blue circuits built, is I want to get, what are these things called? Productivity Module 4s and Speed Module 4s. I'm not going to be able to get the Speed Module 4s right away because I need iridium, and we don't even have that yet. But vulcanite, obviously I'm mining out of this planet's core right now, machine learning data, productivity modules 3, and processing units. So the blue circuits, the productivity modules 3, those are both made planet side. I'm going to be dedicated sending up blue circuits. I guess I'll send up productivity module 3s in their own rocket. I don't know if that's necessarily what I want to do. An entire rocket just for productivity module 3s. That seems silly, but at the same time, hey, why not? You know, if we're going to go big, we might as well go big. So that's really kind of what I want to get our productivity module 4's rocket and rolling. And the machine learning data, I think I have everything short of the substrates already being sent into space. So let's take a look at that real fast again. So green circuits, got it. Blank data cards, take red circuits and copper. I've got both that, and then this polished storage substrate. That is from the rough data storage substrate, which I already have being made. I'm just going to need to send a rocket's worth of those up. And I'm completely okay sending a rocket's worth of those because I'm going to be using a mass amount of these things. And then, what do we need for cold thermofluid? Where's my thermofluid? So you just need thermofluid to begin with, and thermofluid is made with iron, copper, both being sent. Sulfur I need to get sent up there, heavy oil, and cosmic water. Cosmic water is the water and light oil. And then let's see, so that's the water, petroleum. This one is heavy oil. Yeah, so we do have all of those. The only thing that I am lacking right now is sulfur, so that's a super simple and easy fix. I just pick one of these and make this where this sulfur train comes, and then I'll go ahead and send the train. Of course, it's not going to have enough. It won't be a full rocket just yet, but what do we got here? 255, 255. I want to make sure the color kind of matches. So it's just full on red and green. And this is sulfur crystals. Space. Drop off. So I have been trying to make sure that as I am naming these moving forward, I'm using the convention of what the item is in the front, and then, you know, this is going into space and this is the drop off for it. That's my current naming convention. That way I can try and get things moving like they're supposed to. So if I come up here, yes, you're going to sit here till you're full, and then I want you to go to sulfur. So sulfuric acid is the fluid. I'm looking sulfur crystals, space, offloading until you have empty cargo. Now I can put this thing on manual. Was it already full? Awesome. Oh, these only stack to 50, don't they? Okay, so I'm actually going to get a rockets full here in no time, which is perfect because I can set up receiving up in space for that. And that's one of the last things that I need. So we're going to need to head into space and redo some things so we can get that production going. Also, I guess we just bite the bullet and make a train's worth of productivity modules and just slap that one on at the end down here. Those are solid red. Productivity module 3s. This is space. Drop off. Wow, look at all that yellow. It's going to fill that sucker up fast. I like it. Now, a train's worth of productivity module 3s. That's going to be interesting. Also, I'm going to have to stop stealing greens off the line. We're not making enough here. I need to figure out where I'm going to load from the far end, which is going to be difficult. I mean, I guess I can squeeze up in here our red circuit build and blue circuit build, and then just do the loading out here. I kind of wanted to wait till I had the red and blue circuit build going, but it doesn't look like that's going to be feasible because I am just devouring all the greens that I produce. I'm only making 2 blue belts over here. I am making how many blue belts over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. And not even utilizing the fact that I can make 16 blue belts. Yeah, we're going to have to do a little patchwork. So, my productivity module 3s. Is that what these are? Or are these productivity modules 1? These are 1s. So this is making 2s. Where am I making 3s at? Hold on, am I only making 3s at one little rinky-dink? I think that's probably what it is. I'm doing 3s in one rinky-dink machine up here, is it? I think, maybe, somewhere in this area. This place is such a mess, I can't even remember where things are anymore. We're going to clean this up and have some kind of order and logic to it. But here's the thing. If I want to request, what I'll do is I'll have the bots delivered over here for now. Because I have no idea, honestly, at this point, where my productivity 3s are being made. I will just have them delivered by bots right over here. Like I have the fluids being done. Splice it in. And request chest. Now I can really find out how many productivity module 3s I have. If I ask for 500. 500 on the way, so I've got a bunch somewhere. Ion cannons are firing everywhere. I love it. I want to watch it. Boom. 2 of them. I've got them. I've got enough in space. I don't really care. That's really close to my radars. It's okay. We're all good. So this can start filling up. I may have to request this rocket before it fills up because it's... Why does it keep blinking ready and then not ready? That was weird. Oh, is it because things were going in? Can you not fire it while things are being loaded? That might have been what it was. I just caught my eye. Alright, so they could bring the productivity modules and we can go into space and look at this. So I've got a good bit of the setup on the space side already taken care of. Make sure I have life support before I go up here. Let's go novice orbit, personal landing pad. Let's go. And we can look at what we have on that side. Oh, I'm noticing I accidentally copied and pasted. That's going to be a problem I'll need to fix because a lot of rockets are going to launch when petroleum gas signal is being sent. Which, definitely don't want that to happen. But if you come up here and look, you'll see I've got stuff moving. I have lots of different resources already set up. And I just need to do more because you always need more, of course. So, get through here. I could use a jetpack to go across, but that's okay. What I need to do is figure out what I don't have landing up here already, which isn't too hard to see because I kind of stopped at red circuits and then blue circuits. Then I have fluids on the top side. I feel so slow. I'm going to have to add an extra pair of legs and get rid of these robo ports. I don't use the personal robo ports, so Could definitely do with an extra pair of legs in here. Or just start making some of this. Makes you move faster. Yeah, so we are actually sending the petroleum gas signal right now. That concerns me. That makes me think that we're going to have a really bad launch. Oh, and did I not bring any? I did bring more. So I was doing a few things up here, including setting up processing of all these barrels. And when a rocket comes in, there are so many empty barrels that come out of here that it's insane to watch this thing try and take care of them. So I have set up a very large recycling facility for the empty barrels. We're going to keep a passive provider warehouse worth of them right here, and then I can pull out empty barrels for the recipes that I need empty barrels for directly, and then this will just recycle the rest for us. But I need to blueprint. Yeah, so I don't have a blueprint of these. We're going to head down here and snag something along the lines of that. Oh, and I also need to grab more plating, scaffolding here so I can expand down. Yeah, so I got plenty of the landing pads. And somewhere I have plenty of this plating. Here we go. Because we are trying to bring up all the resources right now just to primarily get the productivity modules at this point. Let's just kind of expand this out. It doesn't have to be pretty, I just need room. Just need room to work. Okay. Now, drop that. And the only thing I'm concerned about, okay, so these are blank, that's good. Copy and pasting. Well, actually, they're not, yeah, okay, so it sends the signal reds. This one will send out blues when I set it up, but I don't want it set up yet because I don't want it sending out errant signals just yet and causing things to launch that don't need to be launching. So if that's blues, let's take a look at the surface and see what novice, view surface. What comes after blues is going to be fluids and then vulcanite blocks. So this one is going to be vulcanite blocks, and then after that is going to be, is it the sulfur crystals? I mean, really it'll be whatever I put it. It doesn't have to match the order that I have it down on the planet. I am trying to somewhat match it. So vulcanite blocks, sulfur crystals, and then the productivity module 3s. So I don't need 4 belts of these coming out, I don't think. So I think I'm just going to set up 1 belt, and then we will alter this slightly in that we're going to do the 1 belt for now on this. If I end up needing a whole bunch of these, which I don't think I will, but who knows, maybe I will, I can come in and just redo the belt work here and everything. So we need to rename our landing pads, right? So this one is red circuits, this one is blue circuits, and then this one is going to be vulcanite block. And after that we have sulfur crystals. And after that, productivity modules 3. Module 3. Okay, so now they each have their own landing pad, and they are set up to take those out. I can send the signal, right, for the vulcanite block. It's going to be this one. So that should be sending the vulcanite block signal, and then we can set this one up to send our sulfur crystals, and this one for our productivity module 3's. Holy cow. Productivity modules 9. Wow, I'm excited to see what that does. Holy cow. But there, now we've got 3 signals being sent, and we can go back to the ground side and get that set up. We have everything else already assigned. You know, actually, okay, well, those are already the way they need to be. We're good to send stuff into space. Oh, wait. The data substrate. I need one for that. Let's look at how what it's called exactly before I go putting it on here wrong. Rough data storage substrate. That's a mouthful. I think I'm going to call that RDSS. RDSS. There. Rough data storage substrate. And we can go ahead and set this one up. We are going to be using all of the belts for this one. So there's that. And we can set that to send the signal out. So now we've got 4 signals. We can go back, planet side, set up the delivery, and get those sent up here. And in fact, this one could probably go ahead and get the belts added in. Whoops. No, no, no. I messed that up. Just kidding, robots. Just kidding, robots. You know, we'll go ahead and get everything here, and I'm just going to alter this slightly. But everything else can be set up and ready because we're eventually going to end up using 4 belts in the future. Oh, that's outside of bot range? How interesting. We can fix that real fast by adding a few more roboports. But now we're looking... Oh, did that just... I didn't even think about that. It messed up the filters of what I've got coming out of here because I copied and pasted over it. Silly me. There we go. Alright. We're looking good. Things are ready on this end. Oh, I'm making sure it didn't mess this up. And yep, it sure did. I need to be more careful when assigning things. I hope that didn't just send a green signal and then it launched that rocket when it can't come up here, because that's a lot of green circuits that would just get ruined. Okay, and so that one's not messed up. Good. Alright, don't copy and paste that. Let's go ahead and delete that. Yeah, not good. Not going to do that. Terrible, horrible, awful. Okay. Let's go back planet side and get the delivery system set up to come back up here. Oh, hey. That works really great, too. I can bring a bunch of these things back planet side with me. So I have those requested to be brought right here to me, because that's kind of where I always go to get back into space. So if I just put a well, a passive provider chest will do. I don't need them to take it out, but they will come grab all of these cargo pods and help out. Now these cargo rocket sections, how did I get regular ones? How interesting. Anyways, you know, let's just toss all those into there. It'll be okay for now. And let's look at what's going on over here. I sure hope it didn't launch the green circuits rocket. Did it? No. Okay, good. Because we are receiving those signals here. Alright, so our rockets are built. They were just waiting on the pods. Are these not waiting for the rocket to be complete? They are. How did it have barrels in here before the rocket's complete? These aren't supposed to allow things in before the rocket's done. Okay, so now we're looking at this. To see what's set up to what. So this one is the last one for the heavy oil. I'm leaving this one empty for the moment, and then we have vulcanite blocks. So this is going to launch. I want you to go to novice orbit, vulcanite blocks, launch with green signal and full cargo, and then this one is going to say output a green signal, which is right there. When is it vulcanite block equals 1? Yes, vulcanite block equals 1. That one should launch right away, which it is currently doing. Now we need to do the same for sulfur crystals. Oh, but I need to set where this is going before I set it to launch. Almost made a boo-boo there. Okay. Sulfur crystals. You're gonna do green signal. Now that one's launching. Same thing. Let's go ahead and put where it's going first. That almost sounds like a smart idea. Productivity modules 3. You're going to output a green signal of 1 when productivity modules equals 1. Now this will only launch when it has a full cargo, and it's nowhere near full cargo. And yeah, we only have 4 on the way, so that's going to be the issue for right now. I can manually launch this one by changing that to manual and sending up what I have, or I could just take up in my personal inventory this few number of productivity modules. But essentially I want to get everything else set up to begin with. So we have all of the other items. One other thing that I'm going to want is going to be the substrate, which is probably what I'm going to put right here, because this one doesn't necessarily have anything yet. So this is going to be what was it? RDSS space drop off. I gotta remember what that's called. RDSS, rough data storage substrate. But I need that delivered here and offloaded onto this. Now it's currently being held in passive provider chest, so we're going to do the same little bot delivery system for now while we are waiting on getting a modular area set up, because I'm going to set up an area that will make those and load them into trains eventually. But right now, I just want bring as many as you can. 1,000. I mean, that's not even. I think these stack to 100. I can just say 4,000. Bring them all. Perfect. We have 15,000 in logistic storage. So that's not going to be a problem. This sucker will be full in no time. I want you to go to RDSS and I want you to launch. Make sure green signal with full cargo. You're going to get the green signal when you have RDSS signal of 1. Okay, and that will deliver those into space for us. Perfect. I like how things are moving. They're moving along here. We're getting some stuff. Oh, these poor bots, they need somewhere to charge over here. I don't have any stations. Oh, we'll fix that real fast. Just drop one there, one there. Just kind of in between each of these. My apologies, you poor robots. I'm only asking for thousands of you to complete processes and giving you less than desired areas to complete those processes in. Alright, but that gives us a lot of our resources delivered into space. That's probably going to be it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to hit that like button. I really do appreciate that. If you're enjoying my content and you are not already subscribed, please subscribe. I also appreciate that. And I will see you all next time.